As you know, this is prerequisite class for highway and transportation as well as advanced highway. So you can see here one presentation on railway engineering. Okay, is it visible? Hello, is it okay? So in railway engineering, we will study the basic things which is related to your study and which is related to basic things of railway engineering. If we go through some basic syllabus of railway engineering, you can see first of the railway engineering is alignment. So as you already studied in your higher engineering about the alignment, but again we will study some things. What is the special in railway engineering regarding this alignment? So as can you see in the screen that alignment of railway line refers to the direction and position given to the central line of the railway track on the ground in the horizontal and vertical planes. So it is the for railway engineering for railway in horizontal direction, this alignment based on horizontal and vertical directions, or horizontal plane and vertical planes. In case of horizontal alignment, refers to the direction of the railway track in the plane, including the straight path and the curves it follows. And in case of vertical alignment, refers to the direction it follows in a vertical plane, including the level track, gradients, and vertical curves. This is alignment, just the direction and position given to the center line of the railway track on the ground. Next, in alignment, various things are there in basically in railway engineering, but in highway engineering things are limited, but in railway engineering most of the things, lots of things are there. First, alignment. In alignment, you will give the importance of good alignment. Importance of the good alignment. What is the importance of good alignment? A new railway line should be aligned carefully after proper consideration, as improper alignment may ultimately prove to be more costly and may not be able to fulfill the desired objectives. Obviously, railway lines constructions are capital invest projects. Once constructed, it is very difficult to change the alignment of a railway line because the costly structures involved, difficulty in getting additional land for new alignment, and such other considerations. So this is the basic importance of good alignment. Now, after the importance of good alignment, basic requirements of an ideal alignment. The ideal alignment of a railway line should meet these following requirements. What are these? Purpose of the new railway line, integrated development, economic considerations, shortest route, construction and maintenance cost, minimum operational expenses, maximum safety and comfort, aesthetic considerations. You can write, but I will give all the materials. Already one drive has been created for you. You can take from this drive, Google Drive, and as well as I will send all the details, all the materials in your mail. Now, first is under basic requirements of an ideal alignment, purpose of the new railway line. These things are very common things, but just categorically we have to write under the specific category. What are the purpose of the new railway line? The alignment of a new railway line should serve the basic purpose for which the railway line is being constructed. The purpose of constructing a new railway line may be one or more, and these could be the strategic or political consideration, maybe development of backward areas, maybe shortening of existing railway lines, or maybe the connecting the trade centers. These are the basic purpose of the new railway line. Next is integrated. Acha. Okay. I should tell what is the strategic or political consideration. As an example, Kashmir railway link for strategic or political consideration under purpose of the new railway line. Development of backward areas like Assam rail link for development of Assam. Then shortening of existing railway lines like Konkan railway link, which was executed with double purpose of shortening the existing railway route and also for development of east coast area. Now the next, integrated development. What is integrated development? The new railway line should fit with the general planning and from a part of the integrated development of the country. Okay, uh, should be fit with the general planning and from the part of the integrated development of the country. Okay, next, economic considerations. Economic considerations are the construction of the railway line should be as economical as possible. As we know, as a civil engineer, all the construction from our side should be economical. The following aspects require special attention. What are the following aspects? Like shortest route, construction and maintenance cost, minimum operational expenses. Uh, when you have to ask the question, the basic requirements of an ideal alignment, you should write these things in your exam, in maybe semester exam, or you may be asked in any competitive exams for under the broad questions. So the shortest route, it is a desirable to have the shortest and most direct route between the connecting points. Shorter is the length of the railway line, the lower would be the cost of its construction, maintenance and operation. There can however be other practical consideration that can lead to deviation from the shortest route. Next, construction and maintenance cost. The, as we know, the same construction and maintenance cost one of the vital issue in our construction. So the alignment of the line, because we are telling about the alignment, so our purpose of our study is alignment. The alignment of the line should be so chosen the construction cost is minimum. This can be achieved by a balanced cut and fill of earthwork. First, the step of construction work, that's earthwork. Minimizing rock cutting in our country, lots of hilly areas, lots of rocky areas are present. So minimizing rock cutting and drainage crossings by locating the alignment on watershed lines and such other technical considerations. Maintenance cost can be reduced by avoiding steep gradients and sharp curves which cause heavy wear and tear of railways and rolling stock. Same as highway engineering, to we should overcome or we should avoid these steep gradients and sharp curves to reduce our construction and maintenance cost. Next, minimum operational expenses. First is economic integrated development, economic consideration, shortest route, construction, maintenance cost, and then minimum operational expenses. Minimum operational expenses means the alignment should be such that the operational or transportation expenses are minimum. This can be done by minimizing the hauling of goods and given power of the locomotive and traction mix. So this is the basically the related to locomotive, which is totally mechanical part, and this can be achieved by providing easy gradients, avoiding sharp curves and adopting a direct route. So as a civil engineer, just we can do providing a easy gradients, avoiding sharp curves and adopting a direct route. Next, maximum safety and comfort. Next issue, who are used the railway? We are passengers. Normally passenger trains are there, numerous passenger trains are there. So the maximum safety and comfort one of the vital issue. So the alignment should be such that it provides maximum safety and comfort to the traveling public. This can be achieved. আমি ক্লাস নিচ্ছি একটু পরে করি। These alignments should be such that they provide maximum safety and comfort to the traveling public. This can be achieved by designing cars with proper transition lanes. You know what is transition lanes in your car section in highway engineering. You got this. And providing vertical curves for gradients, also vertical curves are known to you, and incorporating other such technical features. This will give us the maximum safety and comfort for passengers, basically for passenger trains. Next, aesthetic considerations. Aesthetic considerations also important for economic considerations. While deciding the alignment, aesthetic aspects should also be given the weightage. A journey by rail should be visually pleasing, and this can be done by avoiding views of borrow pits and passing the alignment through natural and beautiful surroundings with scenic beauty. This is general thing. All the construction we are followed these things. Only where the space is not available, then we cannot do anything. After these basic requirements of an ideal alignment, you can see the selection of good alignment. The selection of a good alignment also important in under the alignment section. Normally, a direct straight route connecting two points is the shortest and most economical route for a railway line, but there are practical problems and other compulsions which necessitate deviation from this route. The various factors involved in the sections of good alignment for railway line, and these are follows like choice of gauge, obligatory or controlling points. You are all knows this. You are all know this known to you these obligatory or controlling points and topography of the country. Acha. There is new thing. This is gauge. Uh, we will come after 1 and 2 class what is gauge because in railway engineering gauge is the one of the important part. Somehow I am telling something about gauge. The gauge can be a broad gauge, meter gauge, or even an narrow gauge. The broad gauge, sir, center to center distance of two track between two track. This is gauge, but details study in details I will come after some classes. What is gauge, what is the other component of the railway, okay. But now only you should know what are the types of gauge. One is broad gauge, one is meter gauge, and third is and the last is narrow gauge. So three types of gauges are there in India. Even in all of in hmm, throughout the world, only three types of gauges are used. One is broad gauge, second meter gauge, and third is narrow gauge. The center to center distance between two track, this is gauge, okay. For broad gauge, this distance is 1676 mm. You can write. This is very important question. You may ask anywhere in any interview, in any SSC exam, in IAS exam, or any kind of exams, PSC, assistant engineer exams, PSC exams. The center to center distance between broad gauge is 1676 mm or 1.676 meter. Okay. The center to center distance between meter gauge is 1000 mm or simply 1 meter, and for narrow gauge this value is 762 mm. Clear? All these gauges have been discussed in detail. Okay. Now next is obligatory or controlling points. Same thing, same which was discussed in your highway engineering. These are the points through which the railway line must pass due to political, strategic, and commercial reasons, as well as due to technical considerations. The following are these obligatory or controlling points. What are these? What these are? Important cities and towns. Okay, important cities and towns, major bridge sites and river crossings. You should keep in your mind the obligatory or controlling points. Important cities and towns, major bridge sites and river crossings. These are totally different. Important cities and major bridge sites and river crossings. You should mention all these things. Existing passes and saddles in hilly terrain, sites for tunnels. What is important cities and towns? These are mostly intermediate important towns, cities or places which are of commercial, strategic or political importance. What are the major bridge sites and river crossings? The construction of major bridges for large rivers is very expensive, and suitable bridge sites become obligatory points for a good alignment. What is existing passes and saddles in hilly terrain? Existing passes and saddles should be identified for crossing a hilly terrain in order to avoid deep cuttings and high banks. What is sites for tunnels? The option of tunnel line place of a deep cut in a hilly terrain is better from an economical viewpoint. Again, I am repeating, the point of a tunnel is place of a deep cut in a hilly terrain is better from an economical viewpoint. So tunnel is placing a tunnel uh, in place of a deep cut in a hilly terrain is better, always better. Achha. In order to avoid deep cuttings and uh, high banks. Next, sites for tunnels. The option of tunnel is placed deep cut in hilly terrain. Okay. The exercise of such tunnel becomes an obligatory points. And next is topography of the country. Under topography, what are the points are important? Plain alignment, valley alignment, cross country alignment, mountain alignment. Okay. Acha. What is topography? Or topography of the country? The alignment of new railway line depends upon the topography of the country. Topography is the actually nature of the seabed. Nature of the bed, earthen bed. So this alignment of new railway line depends upon the topography of the country it traverses, through which it traverses, and the following are the points under topography of the country. One is plain alignment, valley alignment, cross country alignment, mountain alignment. So what is plain alignment? Plain alignment, when the topography is plain and flat, the alignment presents no problems and can pass through obligatory points and yet have very easy gradients. So without any gradients normally, or very easy gradients, it is called the plain alignment. The surface is totally plain, earthen surface, the top surface or the route of the railway track is totally plain. This kind of topography is plain alignment. Next, valley alignment. Valley alignment is the alignment of a railway line in a valley is simple and does not cause any problem if two control points lie in the same valley. A straight line is provided between these points with a uniform gradient. So the important thing is in valley alignment, if two control points lie in the same valley, in the same valley, your the the 2 points in a valley, there are 2 points, we are called these control points, and the level of these two control points should be same, then the valley alignment is okay, there is no problem for valley alignment. If this both the point control point in the both the side is not in the same position, in the not in the same level, then the valley alignment is the not not very easy in construction, for railway track construction. Next, cross country alignment. The alignment of railway line in such terrain process, the watersheds of two or more streams of varied sizes, as the levels vary in cross country, the gradients are steep and varying, and there are sags and summits. The controlling or obligatory points for cross-country alignment may be the lowest saddles or tunnels. It may be desirable to align the line for some length along the watersheds so that some of the drainage crossing may be avoided. So normally when the natural streams, waterlogged areas are present due to low reduced level of the ground, so in that cases the alignment, we can say the cross country alignment practically. In that case very difficult, because already on the ground surface some natural streams are there, some waterlogged areas are there, but you have to construct your track, your railway track. In that case you should take some special measures. Next, mountain alignment. The levels in mountains vary considerably, and in normal alignment is adopted, the grades would become too steep, much more than the ruling gradient. Allowable ruling gradient means allowable gradient. And in order to remain within ruling gradient, in order to when the ruling gradient, the length of the railway line is increased. Ah, uh, please mute your voice, please. Artificially by the development process. The following are the standard method. Uh, mount in Mountainian alignment, as from the name we can understand, mountain alignment is not a general alignment, not like plain alignment. The in mountainian area or any fluctuated area, the where the surface of the earthen bed is fluctuated, then we should take some method. One is zigzag line method and another is switchback method. uh, these methods are, I think we can discuss later, but this is not important, very important, because for zigzag line method you have to draw. What is zigzag line method? When anyone ask you what is zigzag line method, without drawing you cannot express what is zigzag line method, what is switchback method. Okay, so we can skip these portions: zigzag line method, switchback method, spiral or complete loop method. After that, geometrical standards. Geometrical standards we should maintain under this alignment section. Geometrical standards should be so adopted as to economize as much as possible, as well as provide safety and comfort passenger. This can be done by adopting gradients and curves within permissible limits. Transition as well as vertical curves should be used to provide better comfort and safety. This is the geological formation, geological standards, and geology. Then is geological formation. The alignment should be so selected that it normally runs on good and stable soil formation as far as possible. Weak soil and marshy land present a number of problems, including those of maintenance. Though rocky soil provides a stable formation, it is costly proposal. So, under geometry standards, uh, economize as much as possible, as well as provide safety, comfort passengers. This can be done by adopting gradients and curves with permissible limits. Transition as well as vertical curves should be used to provide better comfort and safety under geometrical standard. And geological formations, the alignment should be so selected that it normally runs on good and stable soil formation as far as possible. Weak soil and marshy land present number of problems, including those maintenance through rocky soil provides a stable formation. It is costly proposal, though it is costly proposal. Okay. Do you have any question? Please tell me. I'm not getting you. Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, please, and two other members are joining. Sir, some students are asking to be added. Okay. Actually, during presentation it is very difficult to maintain. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Now I can continue again. Sir, PPT group में okay, okay. You will get the PPT, all the material, also all material you will get. Don't worry. All of you, please write your name and roll number in the chat section. Okay, it is very important for attendance. Wait. Okay. Next is effect of flood and climate. The alignment should normally passes through areas which are not likely to be flooded. These are the very general things, but we should mention when we are writing the purpose of the alignment, why the alignment is required, what are the points we should keep in our mind. Then we have to write this point, and or we should mention this point. So these are points. Under these points, like effect of flood and climate, the climatic conditions should also be taken into considerations for alignment. In hot climate and sandy areas, the alignment should pass those sides of sand dunes that face away from the direction of the wind. Similarly, in cold regions, the alignment should pass by those sides by hills that face away from the direction of the wind. And a sunny side is more desirable. So, a sunny side is the most desirable for our construction, our track construction, or the selecting the tracks for construction. Okay. Next, position of roads and road crossings. A railway line should cross a road at right angles so as to have a perpendicular level crossing and avoid accidents. Again, I am repeating. A railway line should cross a road at right angles so as to have a perpendicular level crossing and avoid accidents. So level crossing, we see always the level crossing is in perpendicular direction. This is the reason, because to avoid accidents. Then proximity of labor and material. Labor and material is very important for civil engineers. Without labor and material, you can not approach, or you cannot go for your further construction. So it is very important. So the availability and proximity of local labor and good and cheap building material should also be considered when deciding the alignment. Then location of railway station and yards. Railway station and yards should be located on level stretches of land, preferably on the outskirts of a town or village, so as to have manage area for the free flow of traffic. Okay. uh, Railway station and yards should be located on level stretches of land and preferably on the outskirts of town. This is the very important outskirts of a town or village. Religious and historical moments. The alignment should avoid religious and historical moments, as it is normally not possible to dismantle these buildings. Okay, this is one of the reasons, religious and historical moments. Achha. Cost considerations. The alignment should be such that the cost of construction of the railway line is as low as possible. Not only the initial cost of construction but also maintenance cost should be as low as possible. Okay. For this purpose, the alignment should be as straight as possible with least earthwork and should pass through a terrain with good soil. Next, traffic consideration. The alignment should be so selected that it attracts maximum traffic. In this context, traffic centers should be well planned so that the railway line is well patronized and the gross revenue arising out of traffic receives is as high as possible. Okay, these are the cost consideration, traffic consideration, very basic. These are also very basic. Next, economic considerations. Keeping in mind the various considerations, it should be ensured the alignment is overall economical. For this purpose, various alternate alignments are considered and the most economical one, which is cost effective and gives the maximum returns, is chosen. So, which is cost effective? There are number of alignments methods. There are number of proposals are there, but you have to choose. But it is need to choose which is cost effective and gives the maximum returns. Political considerations. Political consideration. What is political? The alignment should take into account political considerations also. It should not enter foreign soil and should preferably be away from common border areas. So, in for special cases only near the border areas are the stations, tracks are applicable, but normally we should avoid from the border areas. Okay, this is the alignment, and after the alignment, another portion along this alignment is surveys, or in our study or for prerequisite, as a prerequisite is the final location survey or location survey. Location survey is the very important after alignment or along alignment, you can say the location survey is important, but only location survey you cannot understand. Before going to location survey, you need to, or it is required to understand what is engineering surveys. Okay, engineering service is the construction of new railway line. Is a capital intensive project, and each kilometer of new railway line costs between crores and crores, depending upon the topography of the area, the standard of construction, and such other features. It is therefore natural that a lot thought be given when making a final decision as to whether a new railway line is necessary or not. Okay, so when you are spending, or government or any company is investing lots of money for construction a railway, then the survey is very important for new track. Need for a new railway line. The need for construction of new railway line arises because of one or more of the following considerations: strategic reasons, political reasons, development of backward areas, to connect new trade centers, to shorten the existing rail link, and then after need for new railway line, preliminary investigations for new railway line, it will come, obviously it will come preliminary investigation, because we are studying about the engineering surveys. Whenever the construction of new railway line is under consideration, preliminary investigations are done by the railway administration to determine how the proposed line will fit in with the general scheme of future railway development. For that purpose, the preliminary investigations are normally based on careful study, uh, and in preliminary investigations, existing topo sheet and other maps of the area, published figures of trade and population of the area to be served, statistical data of existing railway lines in similar to in other areas. These are things are very important. Okay, survey things. Survey, before survey, we need the all the data of that particular area, huh? uh, which are taken, I think some engineering company authorities or British government. We are normally we take these data before preliminary survey, if available, if anywhere is it is available. Types of surveys. This is types of surveys will come under the engineering surveys. So types of surveys, first is traffic survey, reconnaissance survey, preliminary survey, and final location survey. But this final location survey is important to us. Okay, reconnaissance survey is there, but final location survey is, we should know what is the difference between reconnaissance survey and final location survey. But final location survey is ultimately important to us. You can note. Traffic survey. Traffic survey includes a detailed study of the traffic conditions in the area with a view to determine the most promising route for the railway in the area, the possible traffic the railway line will carry, the standard of railway line to be followed. These are the traffic survey. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry. Acha. After traffic survey, important is reconnaissance survey. Reconnaissance survey consists of a rapid and rough investigation of the area with a view of determine the technical feasibility of the proposal as well as the rough cost of one or more alternatives to the new line. The reconnaissance survey is normally based on contoured survey maps and other data already available without carrying out detailed investigation in the field. With the help of maps, different alternatives, alignments of new line are studied. So in the reconnaissance survey, normally we use some basic instruments of survey. And the survey instruments, what are the survey instruments? The reconnaissance survey is mostly conducted using survey instruments that rapidly measure approximate distance and height. The survey instruments used are prismatic compass, uh, aneroid barometer, ebony level or hand level or clinometer, binocular, pedometer. Pedometer is to get an idea of the total length traversed while walking, and clinometer is to measure the gradients or angles of slopes. Okay. After reconnaissance survey, after reconnaissance survey, we should know about the preliminary survey. Preliminary survey consists of a detailed instrumental examination of the route to be selected as a result of the reconnaissance survey in order to estimate the cost of the proposed railway line. Based on the preliminary and traffic survey reports, the railway administration decide whether or not the proposed railway line is to be constructed. Again, I am repeating. The preliminary survey consists of a detailed instrumental examination of the route to be selected as a result of the reconnaissance survey in order to estimate the cost of the proposed railway line. Based on the preliminary and traffic survey reports, the railway administration decide whether or not the proposed railway line is to be constructed. So this is the final decision where the site has to be chosen for construction site. Okay. The instruments of preliminary survey same as theodolite, tachometer, dumpy level, which are used in our survey lab, plane table, prismatic compass. Field survey, one is field survey in the preliminary survey, then data preparation of project. But the important things which is in our study, the important thing is final location survey. What is final location survey or finals or location survey? Once a decision has been taken to construct a railway line, a final location survey is done. The instruments used are generally the same as the case of preliminary survey. The instrument is your theodolite, compass, dumpy level, plane table. And final location survey is done to prepare working details and make accurate cost estimates in certain cases. This is very important to us as a civil engineer. Anyone after your graduation may join in section engineer, senior section engineer. Then this final location survey or location survey is very important to you. In final location survey, we should know the principal difference between the preliminary survey and the final survey. These are the differences. In the final location survey, the alignment is fully staked with the help of a theodolite, whereas it is not obligatory to do so in the case of preliminary survey. So in the alignment is fully staked in with the help of the theodolite, but in obligatory it is not obligatory in case of preliminary survey. Next, in the final location survey, a more detailed project report is prepared and submitted. Number 3, all working drawings are prepared in the final location survey. So all working drawings and more detailed project report is prepared in final location survey. After this difference, principal difference, the following tasks are carried out in the final location survey. Yes, anyone? The center line is fully marked by pegs at 20 meter, at each 100 meter a large peg. Masonry pillars are built at tangent points of curves and along the center line. Longitudinal and cross leveling is done to ascertain the final gradient of the mistakes, I think I have not written, but masonry pillars are built at a tangent point to curves and along the center line at intervals of 500. Okay, and longitudinal and cross leveling is done to ascertain the final gradient of the alignment. All gradients are compensated for curves. And last, the size for station years are fully demarcated. Okay, the size of station years are fully demarcated. In the final location survey, the following set of drawings is prepared. What are these? General map of the country traversed by the project, index map, index plan and sections, detailed plans and sections, plans and cross section, plans of station years, detailed drawings of structures, plans of junctions and arrangements. Next, objectives. Objectives of the final location survey. Number 1, correct obligatory points, easy grades and flat curves, minimum cost of construction, minimum adverse effect on environment, ease of construction, potential for high speeds, avoidance of construction constraints for future expansion, minimum maintenance cost. After objective, we need to prepare a project report in final location survey. What are the points should be maintained? First, introduction. In introduction, the report includes object of the investigation, program and methodology of the investigation, special features of the investigation, characteristics of the project areas. Okay, standard of construction. Under standard of construction, again you can see the gauge, category of line, ruling gradient, curves, permanent way, ballast, stations, signaling and telecommunication, traction, other details. Acha. Gauge is same, the distance between two railway track, and category of line, all the things we will study details in detail, but now just listen or just keep in your mind these points. Gauge, standard construction. Under standard construction is gauge, category of line, ruling gradient, curves, permanent way, ballast, stations, signaling and telecommunication, traction, and other details. Uh, After prepare our project report, same project report, under same project report, these things are also important: route selection, project engineering, estimation of cost, construction schedule, project organization, tabulated details, arrangement of documents in the report. Okay, Okay, you can tell me any question. So then we can stop here. Can I stop?
Hello. Any question?
Okay, thank you. Thank you all of you. You can leave.